Some women don't run from love. They hide it in plain sight. She remembers the song you like, shows up where you are, stares at your lips, then acts like nothing happened. She's not confused. She's scared. And if you misread that fear, you'll either chase too hard or walk away too soon. Welcome to Psychology Insight. Here, we decode behavior without the fluff. If you're new, hit subscribe and tap the bell. While you're at it, drop a comment. Do women send mixed signals on purpose, or is it fear doing the talking? Your take tells me how you read people, and yeah, it might expose a blind spot. Now, let's break down 6 signs a woman is in love with you, but scared to show it, and how to respond like a calm, grounded man. 1. Nervous energy. Her body speaks before her mouth. Does you ever stand in front of a woman and feel like her body's got a mind of its own? She's twisting her hair, biting her lip, shifting weight from one foot to the other like the ground's too hot to stand still. You tell a joke, honestly, not even funny, and she bursts out laughing a little too loud. Then she catches herself, fumbles a response to your simple question, and her eyes dart away so fast you wonder if you did something wrong. That's nervous energy. And trust me, it's not random. Here's the truth. When a woman is emotionally stirred up, her nervous system reacts first. Heart races, palms sweat, breathing changes, words stumble. It's her body shouting things she's not ready to say out loud. Psychology calls it the fight or flight response, but when attraction's involved, it's more like fight, flight, flirt. The presence of someone she secretly wants but fears to admit triggers adrenaline, dopamine, even cortisol. That cocktail makes her behavior look unpolished. But here's where men screw up. They think any nervousness equals attraction. Wrong. Some women are simply anxious. Some get jittery around authority figures, strangers, even at the checkout counter. So don't jump the gun. Observe patterns. Compare how she behaves around you versus others. If she's calm with coworkers but suddenly awkward only with you, that's a sign. If she's jittery everywhere, it might just be her baseline personality. What do you do with this? Don't tease her for being shy. Don't lean in with, "Oh, you like me, huh?" That's boyish. Instead, hold your frame. Keep your energy steady. Lower your tone a little. Make space for her to exhale. Nervous women soften in safe presence. If her fidgeting eases around you, it means she's warming up, even if she doesn't voice it. If not, you'll know without embarrassing yourself by overreading. Here's the takeaway. Nervous energy is the crack in the mask. It's her body revealing emotions her mouth won't yet name. But nervousness alone isn't proof she's in love. It's just the spark. The man's role isn't to chase the spark, but to stay calm long enough to see if it turns into fire. 2. Close attention, distant eyes. Ever notice she remembers tiny details about you, your coffee order, the story about your brother, even the random way you roll your sleeves, but somehow forgets to reply to your text for 2 days? She quotes something you said weeks ago, then when you try to get personal, she freezes or changes the subject. That's not coincidence. That's calculated closeness mixed with protective distance. See, women who are scared to show love use observation as a shield. It's what I call intimacy surveillance. She studies you like a case file, not because she doesn't care, but because caring too openly feels dangerous. So she builds a profile, your likes, your moods, your patterns. It makes her feel close without risking vulnerability. Here's the trap for men. You see her attention and think, she must want me. Not necessarily. Memory isn't love. Attention isn't commitment. Some women do this because they're curious but cautious. Others do it to feel safe while keeping you at arm's length. It's like she's standing at the window of a house, admiring the inside, but never stepping through the door. So what's your move? Don't mistake breadcrumbs for a feast. If she recalls something small, thank her casually. But don't reward it with overexcitement. Instead, invite her deeper. Ask how she handles conflict, what trust means to her, where she sees herself in 5 years. Watch her response. If she stays engaged, she's inching closer. If she dodges or retreats, note it. Not with anger, just with clarity. Because here's the harsh truth. Attention without openness is just observation. And observation isn't partnership. Don't let her curiosity trick you into thinking you're building something real when she's still hiding behind glass. 3. Silent jealousy. The smile that's not so sweet. Jealousy isn't always loud. Sometimes it whispers. A polite smile when you mention another woman. A sudden pause in her voice when you say you grabbed lunch with a friend. A quick eyebrow raise followed by, "Oh, so she's single?" That's not casual interest. That's veiled jealousy. But why hide it? Simple. Because admitting jealousy feels like confessing attachment. And attachment means risk. For a woman scared of vulnerability, she'd rather mask it behind sarcasm, questions, or that polite but tight grin. Her tone shifts, her laugh sounds hollow, her energy cools just enough for you to notice if you're paying attention. Here's the catch. Jealousy doesn't always equal love. Sometimes it's ego, sometimes it's insecurity, sometimes it's just not wanting to lose attention. Men screw this up when they instantly assume, she must be in love. No, you need to test. Drop a small, harmless mention. Oh yeah, someone complimented me today. Then step back. Watch her reaction. Does she lean in with curiosity, or does she go cold? Does she circle back to the topic later? Jealousy that lingers often points to deeper feeling. Jealousy that vanishes in seconds is probably just surface-level insecurity. The mature move? Don't exploit it. Boys rub it in to feel powerful. A man notices, stays calm, and lets her reveal her truth over time. If she admits her jealousy later, that's bravery. If she turns it into silent contests, that's control. Learn the difference, or you'll waste energy thinking jealousy equals love. 4. Accidental presence. She's always around, but never really there. You keep bumping into her. Same cafe, same gym schedule, same party she wasn't sure about. She reacts to your posts within minutes. She texts you just after you reveal something personal online. At first, you think coincidence. But when the timing becomes too perfect, you realize she's orbiting your world. This is emotional hovering. She doesn't step into your life fully, but she won't stay away either. It's her way of keeping the door open without committing to walking through. For her, being close feels safe. Too close feels terrifying. So she lingers. And here's the danger. Men mistake presence for intention. Just because she's around doesn't mean she's choosing you. Sometimes it's just insurance, keeping you within reach while she battles her own fear. It soothes her to know you're there, even if she can't yet be yours. So how do you handle it? Don't reward proximity with extra attention. Test depth instead of frequency. If she's always nearby but conversations stay shallow, that's your clue. Start pulling back slightly. Delay replies. Watch if she steps up or fades. Ask direct but calm questions. I notice you're always around, but it feels like you keep a wall up. Why's that? Her reaction tells you everything. The truth? A woman who wants you will eventually step forward. If she lingers on the sidelines, she's choosing access to you, not intimacy with you. Don't let hovering trick you into thinking she's all in. 5. Emotional push-pull. One night of depth, then vanishing. Acts one night, she's all in, sharing childhood pain, her dreams, her scars. You sit there thinking, this is it, she's opening up. Then the next day, silence, dry texts, cold tone. She pulls back like the night never happened. This is emotional push-pull. And it's brutal because it messes with your sense of reality. Here's the psychology. Vulnerability scares her. Letting you in feels good in the moment, then terrifying after. Her mind screams, too much, too soon, so she retreats to protect herself. And men? We chase. We send texts. Did I do something wrong? Are you okay? That pressure confirms her fear. It teaches her that closeness equals suffocation. What's the right move? Hold your ground. Don't punish her, but don't chase either. Mirror her energy. If she pulls back, you stay steady. When she returns, acknowledge the pattern lightly. Funny, we get close, then it feels like you vanish. What's up with that? Say it calm, not accusing. If she owns it, that's growth. If she repeats it, that's a cycle. And cycles don't lead to real intimacy. They lead to confusion and resentment. Bottom line, don't drown trying to fix her push-pull. Stay steady. If she's ready, she'll lean back in. If she keeps cycling, walk away with your peace intact. 6. Silent support. Acts that whisper, louder than words. She doesn't say, "I love you." She doesn't shower you with heart emojis. But when you're sick, she checks in. When you've got a big day, she remembers. When you're down, she quietly asks if you're okay. That's silent support. For some women, action feels safer than confession. Often it comes from scars. Maybe she grew up learning that being useful was the way to be valued. Maybe words once got her hurt. So instead of saying, "she does," she'll help, nurture, show up, but still keep her heart guarded. This confuses men. You think, "she's always there. Maybe she just wants me to make a move." Careful. Silent support isn't always an invitation. Sometimes it's just her way of feeling needed without being vulnerable. Here's the test. When she shows care, respond with something sincere. "That meant a lot." Then pause. Does she accept it and lean in? Or does she deflect, joke, or change the subject? If she can't handle receiving emotional closeness, she may not be ready for more. The trap is mistaking her care for commitment. You're not looking for a caretaker, you're looking for a partner. So appreciate the gesture, but don't project love where she hasn't offered it. If her actions aren't matched with openness and clarity, don't cling to hope. Silent love can be beautiful, but it can also be the most painful misunderstanding you'll ever fall into. You've now seen the 6 signs: the nervous energy, her close attention but distant eyes, the silent jealousy, the accidental presence, the push-pull game, and those quiet acts of support. Each one screams a mix of love and fear. The question isn't just, "Does she love me?" The real question is she brave enough to show it? Here's the truth, my friend. A woman can care deeply and still hesitate. She can love you quietly, but stay locked behind walls. Your role is not to decode her forever. It's to hold your clarity. Don't overvalue breadcrumbs. Don't drown in mixed signals. A woman who truly wants you will eventually choose you with both feet, not half steps. If this hit home, type "clarity over confusion" in the comments. Tell me which sign you've experienced, and if you're serious about understanding female psychology at a deeper level, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and share this video with a friend who needs it. This is Psychology Insight, where we turn confusion into clarity,